Hey guys, thank you for joining. No, cut that out. Cut that out. Mark clip. Thank you for joining the FATTZ Media Podcast. This is your host, Seymour. And in this episode is a quick one. We're just going to talk to you real quick about our partner, Spliquity. Spliquity is a record label partner for independent artists who are looking for help releasing their albums. So if you have an album that you already recorded, a single, and you're looking to get help to release that project, you can contact Spliquity. So here's what you do. You go to spliquity.com, you go to the website. You know what? You know what? Let me show you. Stay on. Don't leave this video right now. This is going to be real quick. This is great for independent artists. All right, let's see. I'm going to show you where you can go right now. Give me 1 second. All right. So you're going to get to go to spliquity.com. All right. I'm going to share the screen with you so you can take a look. Share the screen. Here it is. All right, here we are. So Spliquity.com is a 50-50 partner partnering up with independent artists. So here's how it works. You go here to Spliquity.com. This is the website. You have complete ownership of your project. So you own your masters, you own the rights to your music. All you're doing is you're partnering with a label. The label is going to provide you with the infrastructure for the release. So what they're going to do is they're going to release the project, and you guys are going to split it 50-50 after the advertising budget has been met. All right? So after the money that comes back in for the streams or whatever, after the label recoups what they spent on the advertising, then you guys are split it completely 50-50. And you're not locked in for multiple projects. You're not locked in. If you want to just try out a release with a single, I wouldn't recommend that, because I would never recommend releasing just one song, because then if you run ads for a fan and he goes to that one song and you don't have any other music, then that could be a problem. I definitely recommend that you release an album, but you can submit music to Spliquity for them to review. They're accepting artists now. There's a couple projects coming out with artists of theirs. So here it is. So the first thing is you submit it. You submit your single, your EP, or your album. They review it. After it's been reviewed, one of the partners will reach out to you if they decide that they want to move forward. There's going to be transparent talks about costs, meaning they're going to tell you, hey, we're going to start rolling things off by running a small ad for $200-$300 on Facebook, on Instagram, and TikTok, right? And then they'll give you the whole breakdown to find the best song on the project, and then keep moving forward in that way. All right, so that's basically how it goes. Then you agree to everything before anything's done. Then the album is released, a website is built, everything is done for you, and you guys split it 50-50. Okay. So this is a great help for artists that have music and they're recording, and they want to release a project and they don't have the funds to release the project and they want to get a partner. This is something like a private equity firm helping you out, a private investor jumping in. This is what happens behind the scenes. Of course, Spliquity's name wouldn't be in the release. They could definitely release your album, put your record label name on there, and Spliquity would be a silent partner in that situation. So the professional marketing is done, the distribution is done, the promotion is done by Spliquity, and you get a website, you get links, you get all that stuff. Everything is done for you and with you, for you and with you. So this is the website. So with traditional labels, you don't necessarily own your masters. There are deals that you can broker if you have some leverage, where you will own your masters, and you could license your album to the label. All right, that's one way. If you listen to a podcast, you know what I'm talking about. You necessarily don't always have creative control. Where in Spliquity, you have complete creative control, and nothing is done without your approval. So with record labels, they encourage, and then if you don't, they can pull their funding, and you can be stuck in a deal for 5-7 hours, and then you guys don't agree on something and it's over. Complete 50-50 revenue split, like I said. Once everything is recouped, complete 50-50 split. So there goes that. No long-term contracts. This is a per project release. So there's no contracts beyond the single or the album or the EP that you agree to release with Spliquity. Now, transparent cost, meaning the amount that you guys decide to spend on the project as far as promotion and how much it's going to cost to get a ball rolling with a single and then releasing other music, you're going to discuss that prior to, and it'll be approved by you, the artist, and Spliquity. Now, that's direct communication, of course. There's no emails. You're going to be communicating through uh, phone call, video calls to make sure everything's approved, and emails, of course, when it comes to documentation. Then, like I said, project based partnership. That's the next one here. Record labels, they typically do not sign any artist for just one project. They could try to sign you for a single deal just to see how that is, but that usually involves them having a clause where if the single does well, then they can lock you in for more time if you guys agree on a certain number. So, but the power is basically in the major corporation side, because if they put a little bit of money and they see that the ball is moving, then they can decide to take up on that option that they put in the paperwork, and you'll be stuck with them for whatever number of albums you guys put in there. All right, and then there's the artist is a partner. So now with the major labels, you can have your own label and then you sign a joint venture deal with the labels, which happens from time to time, but they still manage the budget. They still manage what can be released and what can't. So if you start releasing stuff that they don't approve of, then you'll get a phone call about that. So there's always that. So that's split. This is Spliquity. I'm just going to show you around the page real quick. So this is the home page, and this is where it discusses about the brand. This is why it was built. Artist first, 50-50 split, transparent. This, I feel like this is the new way for releasing projects, not being locked in, and you can release a project with one company, then release another project with another. And if you decide you want to keep going, and you just do it project by project basis, all right? And this ensures that you have the leverage as an artist, and you can always say, hey, I don't like how we did what we did with the last project. We can work on it, or you can just go with another company and you're not locked in. So these are some of the artists on Spliquity. 50-50. I see they do the animated tune here coming soon. Electronic DJ, singer songwriters, hip hop artists, R&B soul. The artists that I know that are releasing on Spliquity, they're not here on this screen, but there's two artists that I know definitely are releasing projects closer to the end of the year. And then there's one that's releasing a project in a couple of months. And we have a secret surprise with Spliquity as well, that we're going to be doing something with them, and it's going to come out here. So get ready. You're going to see someone on here that right here on this screen is going to be one of the artists. So this is exactly how it works right here. You submit the music, they review it, they give it a green light, they contact you, and you get to work. All right. And this is where you click to submit. So you click on this form right here, this button, the open submission form. You fill out the details. And if you want to contact someone before you get the ball rolling, you can message someone here. All right. So just wanted to do a quick rundown on Spliquity. Let me go back to the screen. Let me go back. All right. So yeah, that was just a quick rundown on Spliquity. And I just want to give artists a different option to releasing content, releasing music. So I've been pushing a lot, a lot, a lot. I tell people, please put your album up for sale before you put it up for streaming. Now, with Spliquity, you can do that. And here's the great thing. You don't have to spend money on a website. They're going to build the website for you, put it up for sale, and then you guys can be partners and release it together. Now, this is a great deal for independent artists that need some help releasing projects. We do have other services with other platforms. So like we are FATTZ Media, but then there's FATTZ District, that is the virtual management arm and distribution company. And with FATTZ District, when you sign up to a service plan over there, you get a virtual manager that takes care of all the back end stuff, but you still have to fund everything. You still have to fund the release of the project. You have to fund the marketing and all the other stuff. So that's the thing. If you're running ads, Fast Dish is not going to run your ads. They're going to handle the behind the scenes stuff and maybe come up with the designs, come up with some of the videos and work that out, with the designers. But when it comes to actually spending the money to put it out there, that will come out of your pocket. So if you're looking for someone with a partner, if you're looking for a partner to release a project, I think this is something to consider. And I just want to make a quick video about it. So check it out, spliquity.com. I believe it's meant for split equity. I believe that's why the name is split equity. So you guys split equity evenly. Yeah. So Check it out, spliquity.com. Thanks for watching. I'm going to make another video where I'm going to talk about FATTZ District, and I'm going to do a walkthrough through FATTZ District as well. This one wasn't so much as a walkthrough because you just have to fill out a form, and it's more like submitting music for a distribution company. That form also has an upload button, and that's where you upload your content for them to review. But when I take you through FATTZ District, I'm going to log in and show you everything there, and that'll be in a future video. And I'm going to show you FATTZ District for that. FATTZ District is something if you're looking for just a manager. If you're looking for a label, then you go to Spliquity. If you're looking for a manager, go to FATTZ District. All right. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you.